What if rust, fire, and your very breath are all the same type of reaction?
For centuries, oxidation simply meant gaining oxygen. But that story is incomplete.
If oxidation is gaining oxygen, why do we call the other half reduction? And what about reactions without oxygen at all?
Welcome to the true story of redox, where electrons are the currency, and every reaction tells who gains and who loses. Remember oil rig, oxidation is loss of electrons, reduction is gain. It's that simple.
When sodium meets chlorine, each sodium atom loses one electron, each chlorine gains one, a classic redox. We split the reaction into half equations. One shows oxidation, the other reduction. Electrons lost must equal electrons gained.
Balancing half equations is like balancing a scale. Electrons lost must equal electrons gained. Then we add them together.
When iodide meets manganate ViI, we balance the electrons using multiplication, then combine. No electrons in the final equation.
Your body runs on redox. In respiration, electrons flow from food to oxygen, powering every cell.
To track electrons even in covalent compounds, we assign oxidation numbers.
Rule 1. Uncombined elements are 0.
Some elements have fixed oxidation numbers. Alkali metals are +1, alkaline earth +2, fluorine -1. Hydrogen is usually +1, oxygen -2. For a monatomic ion, the oxidation number is simply its charge. Al3+ is +3, Cl- is -1.
In a neutral compound, the sum of all oxidation numbers is 0. Water, 2 times +1 plus -2 equals 0.
In a polyatomic ion, the sum equals the ion's charge. For sulfate, SO4 2-, the 4 oxygens give -8, so sulfur is +6. In non-metal compounds, the more electronegative element gets the negative oxidation number. Iodine trichloride, chlorine -1, iodine +3. Practice makes perfect. Let's assign oxidation numbers. In P2O5, phosphorus is +5. In ammonia, nitrogen is -3. In calcium carbonate, carbon is +4.
Roman numerals indicate oxidation state. Iron 3 chloride means iron is +3. Manganese 4 oxide means manganese is +4.
Except when oxygen meets an even stronger electronegative beast. In OF2, fluorine is -1, so oxygen is +2. In peroxides like H2O2, oxygen takes -1 instead of -2 because of the oxygen-oxygen bond.
A new definition: oxidation is an increase in oxidation number, reduction is a decrease. It works for every reaction.
Tin with nitric acid. Tin's oxidation number rises from 0 to +4, oxidized. Nitrogen's falls from +5 to +4, reduced. The reducing agent donates electrons and is itself oxidized. The oxidizing agent accepts electrons and is reduced.
Copper metal reduces silver ions. Copper is oxidized to CuF2. Silver ions are reduced to silver metal. Copper is the reducing agent.
Copper is a stronger reducing agent than silver. It wants to lose electrons more. That's why this reaction is spontaneous. Chlorine oxidizes iodide to iodine. I- goes from -1 to 0. Cl2 from 0 to -1. Chlorine is the oxidizing agent. What if electrons couldn't transfer? The manganate ViI and iron 2 would just sit there, color unchanged, no reaction. Even in the deep ocean, life depends on redox. Bacteria oxidize hydrogen sulfide, reducing oxygen, powering an entire ecosystem.
Sometimes an element oxidizes and reduces itself. Chlorine in water, half becomes Cl phyte at -1, half becomes ClO phyte at +1. Disproportionation.
Even the father of modern chemistry unknowingly tracked oxidation numbers. Mercury to mercuric oxide, Hg 0 to +2, O2 0 to -2. Balancing redox by oxidation numbers, find the total increase and decrease, then make them equal. It's like solving a puzzle.
Assign oxidation numbers, find the changes, balance the electrons, then balance atoms. The equation builds itself.
Zinc with nitrate, nitrogen drops from +5 to -3, a change of 8, so we need 4 zincs to balance those electrons. Think of balancing as a factory. Feed in the reactants, adjust electron counts, add water and protons, and out comes a balanced equation. Dichromate and iron 2. Chromium in Cr2O7-2 is +6, reduced to +3. 6 iron 2 ions provide the 6 electrons. Whether you use half equations or oxidation number changes, both paths lead to the same balanced redox equation. Photochromic lenses darken via a redox reaction. Silver ions are reduced to silver metal by copper-1 ions when UV light hits. Photosynthesis is the ultimate redox. Carbon dioxide is reduced to glucose, water is oxidized to oxygen. Life runs on electrons. Magnesium protects ship hulls by sacrificing itself. It oxidizes to Mg2 while the iron stays reduced. Sacrificial protection. Fireworks. Metals are oxidized by oxidizers like nitrates or chlorates. Oxidation numbers skyrocket, and we see color.
Decay is a slow redox reaction. Carbon compounds in wood are oxidized back to CO2, returning nutrients to the soil.
Breathalyzers rely on redox. Alcohol is oxidized, turning orange dichromate Vi to green chromium-3. Electron transfer exposes the truth. An apple browns because of oxidation. Vitamin C is a reducing agent. It sacrifices its electrons to keep the apple fresh. Fuel cells run on redox. Hydrogen is oxidized, oxygen is reduced, and the only waste is water. The future is electron-powered.
Which one of you is the reducing agent? I donate electrons, so I'm oxidized. In zinc plus copper sulfate, zinc is the reducing agent. Copper ions. Thermite. Aluminium gives up electrons to iron oxide. Aluminium is oxidized, iron reduced. So exothermic, it melts iron.
Rust never sleeps. Iron oxidizes to rust in a complex redox process that costs billions each year. Preventing it means blocking electron flow. In a battery, spontaneous redox generates electricity. Zinc is oxidized, copper ions reduced, and the electrons power the world. Lightning fixes nitrogen. It oxidizes N2 to NO, which becomes plant-usable nitrates, a skyborn redox gift. Remember common oxidizing agents: dichromate, permanganate, reducing agents, sodium borohydride, zinc metal, your redox toolkit. Let's recap. Oil rig. Oxidation is loss of electrons, reduction is gain. Oxidation numbers track the electron shifts. Oxidation number rules are your compass. Fixed values for many elements, sum to zero or charge, and the more electronegative gets negative.
Now, try to balance it. Imagine learning redox in AR. You can literally see electrons move. That future is now, and you're part of it.
Every redox reaction is a balance, losing and gaining electrons, changing oxidation numbers, but always conserving charge. Redox isn't just in the lab, it's in the air you breathe, the food you eat, and the stars above. Even at home, redox is everywhere. From stars to cells, redox is the universal language of electron transfer. You now speak it fluently. If this electron journey sparked your curiosity, hit subscribe and ring the bell for more chemistry deep dives. Next time, we'll unravel organic redox, how alcohols become carbonyls and vice versa. You won't want to miss it. You've seen the world through the eyes of an electron. Now go out and find the redox reactions all around you.